All right, you guys, it's Mad Mc.
All right, you guys, I am back. We're gonna panel hop off the cuff optics, yo. Okay, I turned down one of these lights. It's super hot, and that's probably making it hotter in here. So if I look strange or spotty, it's because I have two LED bulbs that have spots all over it. So you guys let me know because I have no idea how I look. The lighting's always bad from my view. So okay, so um, OTW just went live, and I don't know if my phone's working because the only thing that's working is YouTube right now. So I'm not sure because nobody's texted me back. So, and I haven't tried to make a phone call out. I've only texted out. So, anyways, let's check on OTW. Let me see how my lighting is. If it's that bad, I have to turn it. What channel am I on? Okay, yeah, I am on this channel. Okay, the lighting's good. Okay. So, yeah, I'm hungry again. Oh, God. So let me check
World,
OTW.
this awesome and phenomenal broadcast coming to you directly from OTW Live, Montreal, Canada. Um, I know I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. You know? So, okay. So, yeah, the talk of the time. Let me shout out the chat first, and then we'll get right into the subject. Okay, so we got Mr. Bear G's in the house. We also have channel member Snowfire. We also have Modern Man Lost again. He also chatted. Then we got Somewhere in Time. Welcome to the show. We also have What's Up Cynthia channel member, ladies and gentlemen. Very prestigious title there as well, by the way, for anybody who wants to be a member. Also, channel member, That Which Is. Welcome to the show. We have the Frequency Forge. Welcome, welcome. Rachel Zinger, Freedom Grower. What's up, dude? Let me see who else. Did I miss anybody here? We got Quantum Epics in the house. Welcome, Quantum. And that's pretty much the chat for now. And let's get into the topic. Yes, Landry is the talk of the town. What do we do about this? I mean, should I like go ahead and continue on the thing that he wants? In other words, like, oh well, see, there you go. I mean, there you go. And knows what's up. It's gonna be hard for you to avoid me, Cynthia. I'm looking forward to it. Well, see, there you go, modern man. You're the talk of the town lately, so you pretty much, I think, accomplished the endeavor that you were seeking to. I believe that's like your ultimate goal was like clout chasing, maybe. But I'm conjecturing. Please don't let me make any assumptions. Uh, you know, but seemingly you've been working very well at what you've been doing lately and have been attracting some sort of attention. Yeah, seemingly, yes. I will have to agree with this. And from all sides of the spectrum, y'all, all sides, coming from the powdered dusty lands, um, you know, from Unslavia to the powdered dusty lands to Talcadia.
Damn, my camera.
He has a long arm and reaching out, and causing a stir, which is actually fun. You see, I actually don't have anything against what you're actually doing there, Landry. In my honest opinion, I think you're a perfect addition to all of this. Like, and you keep telling everybody that you're gonna, not waste your time, and it's like, dude. Well, I mean, you're allowed to do whatever you want, obviously, but like I said, it's like you are, I think, a great new addition to all of this. So I don't really have anything really negative to say about you. Not like you haven't given me enough ammo for me to like really go hard on you. I'm more or less fascinated by this beginning of your journey out here in these YouTube streets. Well, anyway, not like the beginning of your journey that you had over at Jaren and Jarenism. I was more or less talking about like this particular community, right? Where all of us weird ass broadcasters come on here to entertain the drama and the chaos and all that stuff. But at the same time, we're kind of like all connected, whether we like it or not, right? So I guess that's what keeps us kind of like we kind of like motivate each other. It's kind of like it's the reverse psychology effect. Okay, it's like, and we pretty much use it up all the time on each other as broadcasters. You know, whether we're like what we would call friends or not, right? We tend to do out of this world and produce out of this world dynamics. This is what we do, kind of like out of this world. We're not the normal Joe Blow McFarlow that just walks in some establishment acting like a normal sheeple. No. We are not that. We are kind of like outside the box completely. He goes, it's true, though we need to have it out with each other to gain perspective. Yes, I agree. Us men need to hold us to the fire. I agree. But sometimes you don't necessarily want to jump in on the bandwagon, even though it might seem that way. I'm more of a long game player. I like to watch things pan themselves out, and then I come in hitting a little harder, right? So I'm the kind of the type of broadcaster that I believe observes a lot. You know?
So am I.
Even though I don't spend that much time on YouTube watching you folks. Good thing I have, like my strikers out there that keep me informed with what, with the lore, what's going on with who and what's happening where. So good thing I have those people there. Shout out to y'all, fucking keep me informed with what's going on. Much fucking respect to you guys. And respect to all the people who contribute and donate and fucking super chat and all of that. And a big fucking thank you to all of the members. Because you guys, support the channel every freaking month, man. You guys are fucking awesome. You for me are like the top of the line, top notch. I mean, these really big donations are really fun and all, but yeah, I mean, seriously, thank you. It's like you guys are the shit. So that being said, yeah, I'm not like you might consider me Flu State 2.0, but I don't have any money bombs. I don't do the money gloating shtick, right? I don't gloat.
Donate some
I'm more
money.
Or less I'm more reserved.
Donate
when people
money.
give me money, I rather stash it away in my tree, right? And have a little AI song play out and thank the people, the real ones that really make all of this happen, right? So shout out to y'all for that. And I have a guest backstage, so please everybody welcome Mr. Freedom Power!
This guy.
What's up, Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He just took a puff. Yeah, he just took a puff, y'all. He might not be available for the next maybe 15 to 20 seconds.
Fuck all these clowns, OTW, saying how you're Flow State 2.0, man. You're Flow State 1.0, dude. You're fucking Flow State on steroids, dude.
I was over at Flow State's broadcast this morning, Freedom, and
you're Flow
like,
State if he was in a Flow State.
He
if
heard
Flow
it.
State could ever find the Flow State.
He heard like echoes of this particular thing of me being a better Flow State than him, and he kind of like didn't really react to that. He just kind of found that fascinating. I even told him, I was like, well, I did a poll on my channel asking people if I was worse than you, and they pretty much 60% of the audience said yes. So I'm like, I don't know where to stand now on all of this. It's like when you really get a bird's eye view of what people, how they see you, I'm like, well, wait a minute. So I literally became the thing that I despise the most.
How did that happen?
He's got the Joker
man.
laugh,
I don't know.
man.
It's a backwards realm, man.
It's inverted and upside down, Vic.
Dude,
Yeah.
OTW's got the
But so what's
biggest
the big
Joker
deal?
laugh.
What's the scuttlebutt today? I hear Landry's all the rage. Landry, he's our man.
Well,
He can't do it. Landry sure can.
well, this is the thing. I mean, Landry.
It's a big deal.
Landry.
Is this Jack
Fucking going
Telcott's
somewhere. I
new
feel it.
side hook?
Yeah. I mean,
host?
Landry.
Just got a ring to it, doesn't it?
It's like, well, since we're talking about the guy,
Instead
why
of
don't we
that
just
song,
say his
Sarah,
name?
you could do the song Landry.
Oh, that's a really good idea for an AI.
AI.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna get AI to write me up a song for
Yeah.
Landry.
For Landry.
Should
He
we have a
deserves
woman
it.
sing it?
No.
Or a very effeminate man, which should be easy to find these days.
Oh, absolutely. Like one of them, like Sam something. What's his name there? He sings like he has his balls in a vice.
Like maybe
Sam
if you
something.
could use Michael Jackson's voice, even though I know he's dead, but that's still all right now because it's AI, so we can do that shit.
I knew I'd get
Like-
Landry to be aroused. See, he likes hearing his name. That shows all of that narcissistic, but that I can recognize in myself. I see that. Yeah, it's good though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself, really. I mean, Dick loves himself. He loves his dick. I mean, he has a great relationship there.
The thing about me, man. Yeah, I think well of myself. I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. Pretty proud of my dick. Pretty proud
I'm proud of
Dick,
you
I mean.
too, Dick.
Yeah.
Although I haven't seen your dick, I'm pretty sure you have something to be proud of.
That laugh.
I'll
Oh
bet.
my god.
You're sure, I'm sure. No, that was a nice compliment, OTW. I appreciate you showing confidence that you think my penis is probably acceptable. That
Well, I
if
mean,
you
like I
did
said-
see it, you'd validate me. If we were at the bathroom stall and you looked over,
Oh
like,
wow.
what the fuck are you doing, man? You're like, hey, God did you a solid, man. You're all right.
Did
All right
dudes
in my
do
book.
that?
No, Tommy is not in the back to freak. I actually wish Tommy was.
Do
in the back.
dudes size
I
each
bring
other
him up.
up while
I
pissing?
you know what? I am kind of
Tommy
jealous
up in
to
his
see
face.
Tommy going around all over the place, except here. He never comes here. He shows up in chat once in a while, does his his bit, but he never clicks the link. It's like he's so quick
Yeah.
to want to click Jack's link. Now, fucking that's beyond like fascinating because I don't
Yeah.
understand what kick he gets out of doing that.
Yeah,
he
a
would
lot of
have
these
a much
people
better
just want
time
to live
over
on an
here.
island, dude. They don't want to cross pollinate, It's
Yeah,
like,
and
how are they going to
I
build
know
their
that
channel that
freaking
way?
Tommy hates my guts. I mean, but that's fine. I would still have him here.
Dude, have you went after this Andrew Wilson Crucible guy though? He's trending, man. I think an OTW interaction with this character would be fun. Because that's what Flow State does, right? He goes over there and fucking rides off his coattails. So why isn't OTW over having some chit-chatty time with the Crucible?
He also rides Raging Tomatoes coattails.
That's where I saw him. He was over at the Raging Tomato.
Yeah.
That lady with her beady eyes was like staring at me, and
with her wig,
scared me.
You know, cute little blonde wig that she wears there with bangs.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the host. She seems like a nice lady, and
No, I'm just saying. I tend to recognize. I don't know why I have like a wig radar. You know.
Yeah, but I think you might be onto something. You should ask her about it. That'd be good content. Go up there.
No,
and
I pretty much might do that one day.
It's a wig, 100%. I don't know who didn't know that,
Why
but
do you always
100%.
wear a wig? What? Why is it you don't want to show your hair? Are you bald?
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
Well,
Yeah,
and
I
how
do
are
all
you
of it,
better than a human
obviously.
trafficker? You're like, you don't know what child slave labor was involved in the making of that wig. How many
Most of them are plastic.
imprisoned refugees' hair was cut for years on end to make those wigs.
Right. You know, how many people did they torture by cutting their hair off? I mean, it must be a very gruesome and hard thing to go through.
Most of them are plastic.
It's all you're worth is your hair, you know? It's all they look at.
Anyways,
Your
yeah,
value
she
is.
never does the total, like, I show you everything. I'm very
Like
transparent. I wear wigs. I don't wear wigs.
you know,
I have dreads. I
so
don't
what
have
if
dreads.
I rage out every other month?
You know, I'm the one actually who's out here. You know, when I flip out, I do it authentically. You know, I just flip the fuck out. Whether it's coherent or not, that could be debated. But when I flip, I just flip. It's like, you know, some people end up knowing exactly what buttons to press. I don't know what else to say. You know, you got some smart folks out here. You know, high IQs, very smart, wicked smart. Yeah, so the link is in
man.
chat.
There it is.
And for everybody who hasn't subbed over to Freedom Growers channel, here is the link. I'm gonna have a Knifebot drop it. Oh shit! I think
If you're looking for even substantially worse content than you're currently watching, you want to be bored completely out of your gourd and wonder why your life even exists, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, that would be the best way to go, because, you know, sometimes Freedom Grower is more of like one of those channels that focuses on
Worrying me. Hurry
discipline. Right. So I might have, you know, perceived it in my own way, but that's how I actually see the channel. It's a lot of discipline. There's a lot of investment in that particular art. So all I see there is Freedom Grower investing in himself when he goes live and, you know, does what he does. He plays guitar extremely well, by the way. And so it's like, it's, in other words, one of the best channels out there. It's just like people don't seem to appreciate what it is to watch someone go through that creative journey and express what we would all call feelings, right? It's like, stay out of your feelers.
Yeah.
But
They're all a bunch of morons, man. They should all be watching me and worshiping me. All eyes on me.
like
Just like, God, he's fucking great.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go to Bad Apple for a little while. Can't take much of that. Oh God, this clown. Oh my God.
I was a dangerous man and blah, 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 blah. When I
Hold on.
Agent Smith.
I forwarded. Wait. He uses my music. It's crazy that I use. Hi,
What up?
Tweaks.
What up? What up?
Mr. Tweaks.
Today's going to be a restream of Hank Flamio, an episode that he did last July of 2024. What's up, Cammed Up Caveman?
Oh, this is an old one?
But this is the reason I'm going to share this, and I'm sure that Hank won't mind because we're on the same page with this clown. But it demonstrates his manipulation. It's clear and obvious, but if this is something that I got to do, then gather the evidence of his harassing, stalking, and threatening others all over the internet while he's portraying himself to be an innocent little boy. I didn't do nothing when it comes to law enforcement, that he's convinced and manipulated into taking up his harassment of me on his behalf through law enforcement. So he's weaponized the government, and the government clearly isn't intelligent enough to conduct their own investigation, which I should probably not make that claim, but you can guarantee they know what this guy's doing. And since they watch all of my videos and they record them and whatnot, not only that, but Agent Sims here, that we were about to watch and witness, he likes to share videos of mine and his partners in harassment. The garage prostitute, she's seems to have been ordered to take down a bunch of her videos of me, which, this is the second time that she's taken the videos of me down.
Nobody ordered me to do shit. Stop lying.
Because he can't portray himself as an innocent little victim to law enforcement if his strike team member, go strike team, go zebra, go. He can't portray himself to be an innocent YouTuber who's just sharing conspiracy videos and minding his own business on the internet. Well, I got hours and hours. I've been screen recording people's videos, taking snippets of him running his dick sucker all over the internet on all kinds of panels and whatever it is that he
The
does.
zebra dick
And
sucker.
I can't believe that the guy is not intelligent enough to understand that his manipulation of the government isn't going to be taken very well by them. Because me, myself, and I don't lie, I don't manipulate, and I don't portray myself to be something that I'm not. Unlike Agent Sims, aka Officer Snaps. This guy runs around harassing, threatening, stalking everybody, making false accusations, claiming that the government's baby-eating lizard people. You name it. Him and Lena. What I know about Lena is very little. I got all of
Baby eating lizard people. Where did you come up with that? Show me the clip. I forgot. You don't have it. I know.
her phone calls between me and her on cue, ready to share. I think I'm going to put them in a playlist. I'll screen record the conversations. I'll upload. I already have them uploaded. What I'll do is I'll record the recorded conversations will be screen recorded, but obviously it's just audio, so a lot of people need the visual stimulation. So if you can handle not expecting visual stimulation and just listen to the conversations between Lena and myself after she and I began speaking, when I ended up stumbling upon Tariq on T Reigns' channel, where they were talking about stuff, and I popped in there, and Lena went ballistic and started spouting her shit. Sounded just like Snafu, Officer Snafu, saying that I was a dangerous man and blah, 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 blah. And because Lena has stuff to hide as well. She doesn't want her dirt and her true colors to come out. So it's all good. I really don't care what these people think or what they like. I represent the absolute truth, and nobody's going to try to silence me. Don't matter who it is, whether it's the government that's been weaponized against me, or it's these
He's the
clowns who think
truth.
that their strike team intimidates me.
We're
Their
fine.
strike team
He's
has
the truth.
Agent Smith, yeah, might as well be Agent Smith. Agent Sims, aka Officer Snaps, his strike team has been pushing the button over here on my channel over and over again, and every one of my videos that I share, it's essentially being demonetized, which is really no big deal. But I have the record of it, and the fact that my videos have all been, set in adult mode because they're putting it, as you'll hear soon enough here in the stream that Hank Flamio conducted, where Mr. Agent Sims, aka Officer Snaps, openly admits that him and the strike team come over and report content with using the inappropriate selection. If you've never reported, click on the report button and you'll see that there's many selections that are like cyberbullying and harassment, misinformation, whatnot. This is what Snafu Snaps, aka Agent Sims, and his crew of misfits. I don't know how many there are. I really don't care. But pushing the button, pushing the button, pushing the button, right? That's what they do. So when you push their buttons in return, especially Agent Sims, he doesn't like it so much, and then he wants to portray himself as an innocent little victim, whining and crying that all of my content is now of him. Well, like I've said multiple times, Agent Sims, aka Officer Snaps, you wanted my attention. You wanted my attention. I had no idea what you were doing online. I didn't pay attention to you. You came around every couple, 2-3 months for the last 3 years, annoying me. You go away, and then you come back. And the last time you came here on my channel, stalking me, harassing me, and intimidating me, or attempting to, claiming that you're going to red flag law me because I have been able to obtain my Second Amendment rights after having been sent to prison through government corruption. You can't. And you really pisses you off because you've asked me multiple times, how can you help me get my gun rights back? Well, I'm not my brother's keeper. You can do your own shit in your own time. I have no interest in helping you. Other than helping you get put in a cage or in a rubber room is the only thing that I'm going to help you do. And I forgive you for your stupidity, but I won't forget what you've done to me. So this is why I need to share your true character with the ones who are watching me on behalf of your agent reporting. And so this is actually for the Macomb County Sheriff's Office and the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. And I'll also share this with my attorney so she can provide it if they seem to pretend that they not watched this. So let's get to it.
Okay, so this is Hanko Flamo. I can probably take the same old BS every fucking day practically. Oh, it's draining. It's so draining. Hit that Cash App. Hit that PayPal. Okay, let's go back to OTW panel hopping. Hold up.
Saying to other people in the chat, and I'm saying, well, damn it, Landry hasn't gotten it yet.
This
And
clown
I'm
Landry.
fascinated.
This is like the new Jack Talcott's panel host I could give a flying fuck about. So now, Hanko Flamo. Let's see that video that there's a video that Hank just did. And that's not the video that he's about to show. So I just want to go to the video that Hank did because it popped up on my feed after a video yesterday. He might have taken it down again already. He already took it down.
There it goes. We're live. Nice.
Yeah, it was up there early this morning, but it's gone now, so that sucks. I was gonna watch it, but I just didn't have time. Haven't had time yet. Kind of forgot. So okay. I can't stand these optics with OTW, with these Landry, Jack Talcott Tails optics. Makes me want to go to sleep.
All right, I'm back. The same-
So Garrett's saying he got 8K in donations. Is that a corroborated number, or is that
Damn,
like
my
just some
webcam is
smoke that
burning
people are?
up.
No, that is. You
Well,
see,
yeah.
that number keeps increasing every time someone talks about it. It's like the
The
telephone.
big fish story.
He made
Started
like
off as
what,
$8.
$1,500 to $2,000 one stream, and that's about it, right? And he's gloating about it because he was like sixth place in the leaderboard of people receiving big super chats and shit like that.
Flow State just made his first million as a streamer. Is the rumor. He's now rolling in the megabucks, and it's only a clear path to a billionaire from here. Basically, what the guy's gonna do with this career.
Well, all I can say is good luck with that, Flow State. I mean, let's see how far that'll get you.
No, I feel great about all this. I think you guys are onto something. I don't think Modern Men here is Mr. Landry is going to be too fragile with it. I think he sees it for what it is. He's having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's easy to see. I see where you're coming from, though, because with some of the people who I'm taking what they say more seriously than maybe I should. Essentially, right?
Well, no, it's the dynamic that you're taking too seriously. You're diving into it. You're becoming it without you even realizing it.
Well, I
You're not
realize it.
staying. Well, from my perspective, is what I've seen so far, what you've demonstrated. But this could all be like because I'm not stupid. I see you have a few thousand subs. You come from another, the flat Earth fucking community, which obviously has had a lot of controversy. So I do believe that you have experience, sir. I don't think that you're a dummy. I don't think that you're walking into this community as an idiot. But I do see that, you might be attempting certain strategies that we've all seen coming before. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You might not understand. We also have a lot of experience. Now,
What's your strategy,
I
Landry?
recognize the experience that you have, but I'm just saying. it's
What
like-
kind of shenanigans are you trying to pull? Is this some kind of bait and switch?
That's what I'm wondering. What's
Getting
going
us
on
all
here?
primed
It's
for
funny because I don't see
the big
anything wrong with
explosion, grand finale. What's happening
Well,
here?
So I mean,
Is this
I
the
guess
end of the world?
you could boil it down to making enemies in a way that's like where. But I mean, at the same time, I'm willing to open it up to resolution anytime they're ready. Hashtag Cynthia. But that's really what this started from, was me just kind of accidentally making a couple enemies and then kind of realizing that was some sort of move, because as soon as I made enemies, people started to care what I had to say. And I was like, oh shit, I guess I should see who else in this space is worth criticizing. And then I was like, okay, so the more if you criticize people, they can't help themselves. They have to talk about you. So I was making honest criticisms, and I still continue to do so, which is, obviously people say maybe I'm taking it too seriously. Maybe I'm just trying to stir up drama. When in the reality is what bothers me here is I hate when I see somebody talking shit about, somebody nonstop, or telling me something that nonstop, and then they're just, well, I gotta hang out with this person. I gotta be sitting here right next to Flow State, or just like Cynthia, watching Paul walk all over her. You know what I mean? But she just sits up there. I guess it's a part of the dynamic, and it's just what we do around here.
It
But I mean,
absolutely
that just-
is.
I
Look,
get it, but
I mean,
but even
Tarek-
Snafu, I came around
Tarek-
to, so you give me that.
Hold on a second, all right? Yeah, well, Snafu's another completely different story. Tarek, when he walked into this, he was a panel walker. He didn't have a broadcast, he didn't have nothing. He was just coming in, sharing his perspective, and also making a reputation for himself. All right.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he started broadcasts and he started doing the drama thing, right?
Yeah.
And he got numbers. He has an audience now. He's built up an audience based on maybe drama, but it's still one of the tools, I believe, that is being used to become a YouTuber out here, especially a live broadcaster. Okay, because
But he doesn't have a channel, right? He's just still a panel walker.
no, Tarek has his own channel now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he has his
Big
audience,
deal.
his channel, he has his
His gang
enemies,
stalkers.
and he has the whole thing going.
Where have I
So
been?
I see you in the same kind of way, except you're coming in as a broadcaster and not a panel walker. So you're already hitting hard. So obviously people want to know who the fuck you are and what you're about, because you're not a panel walker, you're a broadcaster. And so it makes it even more interesting. So I guess, you know, all that being said, if you were to wanting to, you know, create or being spoke about or do that thing, that particular tactic that YouTubers use to create a certain audience or a certain following, then you have succeeded, sir. You have succeeded in what you attempted to, I believe you attempted to do. And I don't think that you came in here as an idiot, but at the same time, you might not be seeing things. You have to look at it from a wider perspective. But that's only my opinion. You could do whatever you want. I'm just suggesting it, and there's a lot of people out here make a lot of suggestions. And that being said, I also have another guest backstage. Please, everybody, welcome.
Cynthia, come on.
No. Resto Chesto.
Thank you. How you doing today? Thank you.
The optics are
We're doing
high.
good. We're doing good. Having an interesting exchange with Modern Men Lost Again, aka Landry.
Well, hello, modern men. You know, I got a little bit of whiff of fuck shit, and you already know that I'm like a shark in the water when it comes to fuck shit. So I'm all with it. Let's get it going.
Fuck
I'm
shit.
just here. Yeah, I'm just here. Go ahead, keep on.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, Landry would be fuck shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, the situation, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
I can't help
okay.
myself. I can't help myself.
The shit show.
I feed off
The
of
shit
this
show.
shit.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I feed off of it.
So it wasn't directed
Like a vampire.
towards Landry necessarily. All right, I get it.
No, not at all.
It is fascinating though. You do learn a lot so quickly here in this space because realistically, it's been like 2 weeks of this. I don't even know if it's been that long. 2 weeks of kind of dabbling in this part of this sphere where you learn that people are just they can't help themselves to where you know for a fact that they're. I mean, like you said, you have your what do they call it? Snafu's crew. What do they call it?
Wildlings.
No,
I
the
call them
thing
the
where,
wildlings.
where they go out and they something patrol. What is it?
Oh, strike team.
Strike team, go.
You got your strike team or whatever, like just like on call listening for you know all the happenings that might be important. And so it's crazy that no matter what, if I sat here and I did a 24-hour broadcast, there would be somebody who hates me listening to every single second of it just to find if I mentioned
Yes.
somebody else's
You have,
name.
yeah. You got the addicted crew that'll keep everybody informed.
It's
and
dude,
up
Chuck
to
is so
date.
funny. I know Chuck's one of them because every time I hear him on another panel, he's like, "Did you see the latest thing the neighbor said about?" I'm like,
That's
dude, of
when
all
you
the
know the
people,
guy sits around all day in his freaking lazy boy with his tablet watching every freaking YouTuber that he can get his hands on.
Honestly, fuck Chuck.
So
I hate Chuck.
That's fucked
Me
up.
too, dude. That's where this started. Nobody can. Okay, because I'll stand on this, dude. I came after Chuck hard. Him and Cynthia, the first thing I did, and that's what has given me so much blowback. Because I made a little lie counter, and I counted up the total of 11 lies that he told in a matter of like 20 minutes. And seriously, and I'm like just telling people. My first thing was I threw it out there. I was like, okay, who can defend this or who can prove that these aren't lies? Nobody did. What they said was, oh, he's just our little drama queen. We love him. He's just our Chuck. You know what I mean? So they excused it. But realistically, dude, that I don't know. To this day, I just think it's funny that you can't really expect people to be honest.
I just want to
Well,
answer this comment here. Jeeps, you just added one word too much at the end of that phrase. Say, take off coach, and you're right on the money.
Chuck needs Jack Top Hat.
Dude, Chuck is me and Chuck have been doing this for like 2 years, so it's never gonna change, bro.
Chuck doesn't like me because even after he used to be a prominent supporter of OTW News back when I was called OTW News, and I kind of like joined up with Paul, and Paul was calling his ass out, and I kind of like realized from a different perspective, because I was more of a cupcake-ish, came into this like very newbie, very naive, I could say, so I got caught in a lot of different dynamics as well. I learned from those. Just to point out that, where the fuck was I in my fucking stupid rant there?
The thing with you and Paul and the spotlight, all that, and I guess the drama of the festival that whole shit show became.
Oh, Chuck, right. Okay, so, so I kind of like, I booted Chuck because he was bitching with Paul. They were having exchanges. He came up on broadcast, and so I ended up booting Chuck and, timing him out and chatting, whatever. And because he just wouldn't stop. And so he went off and then found himself like Flow State, I guess. And then they all did a Paul hating campaign. It's pretty much how Flow State pretty much built his channel, is how I'm hating on Paul. And now see, you have all the Paul haters hanging out over at Flow States just because. You get it?
Yeah,
So
I do.
that's
I
why they're
learned that
giving.
real quick.
I'll still defend Flo. He has a very entertaining show, even without.
I don't. I mean, it is good for people who are like. I feel like there's a certain kind of person, and it honestly might be the majority of people who just want to like hop in and just like party. I don't know what you'd call it, but not really. I don't know. I feel like there is more of a. I don't know how to mainstream like appeal to it in a way.
Yeah, but I don't think
he
that
conduct his things the way he wants to. Like nobody out
Well,
here should be dictating what Flow State is doing, or Paul, or anybody else. In other words, right?
Yeah, or anybody. Yeah, for that matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, anybody.
It should be all an exchange of ideas and just us growing and learning and becoming a better version of ourselves. Because I mean, the only time you should be looking down on somebody is when you're giving them a hand up, man.
Yeah, and especially like even if we have beef over here, like most people over here, like sometimes we don't see eye to eye. But I don't even think that this is a sector. But when we do have beef, we get over it, we talk it out, and then we need some cool down time, but we still help each other up.
Sure. Yeah. I know.
Right. So,
I continue to say I'll do that too if anyone needs it. I'm willing.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about. It's like we are all kind of like cross promoting each other, even if it's a negative thing. It's like marketing. It's one of the rules of marketing. Talk about me good, talk about me bad, as long as you're talking about me. It's a rule.
Eat my nose, whatever goes.
It is fascinating though, because
go ahead.
well, for whatever reason, now maybe it's just you've engaged a bunch, Landry, but you came up in my feed, so the AI or the technology decided, hey, Landry's a channel you need to sub to, or you need to check out this guy. And that was before I even knew about you, or maybe I just watched you or something. It was like the first time I saw you on Jax.
Really? Because I don't feel like that ever happens in this space, right? The algorithm picking up on something.
No, it
Okay.
does.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It does, yeah.
I have a hard time finding things. Like I can never find something like, even though I've watched, unless I'm subscribed, I can't find a video of any of these people. I have to like search someone's name.
Well, I can tell you why. It's because the sector is like, at first it was very together. Everybody was together, all lovey-dovey and shit. And now it's not. Like everybody thinks they have their own fucking lane. But that's not how we're going to do shit. Because I'm not going to allow that to happen. Because we need to push ourselves together and try to make this shit happen, bro. Like, I'm not going to let this shit die because this is my home. This is where I've been.
Right.
So if I got to sacrifice my motherfucking self to do it, I will.
Damn, dude, it's deep.
Yeah, and you walked into a space where there are a lot of individuals out there who are going to want to hear about your perspective on this. It's like that's how it kind of works. It's what I've experienced anyway.
Well, that's awesome because I'm excited about that because I spent this time just like I said, I went from 0 to 1 to 2. I guess maybe people watching to like overnight. Now it's like I can just go live without any. I had 50 people without a single other person on the panel, which for me that was insane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really not trying to flex, brag, or anything. I'm just saying it's shocking that
No,
that
but you
happens.
should
because,
flex and brag. That's good. No, you should. It's like
dude,
don't
Flo
be
of all
wrong,
people was giving
man.
me shit for talking about numbers. Flo was like, "Oh, look at this fucking asshole. All he cares about is the numbers and the money." I'm like, dude, Flo,
Dude.
you're gonna say that?
We even had this conversation where you're like, yeah, but you were sleeping. Yeah, but I was holding 42 people sleeping on my broadcast.
Mhm.
This is the thing. I was trying to point that out to you, bro, is that I think that whoever will resonate with your perspective is you're going to be your audience. And then a good 33% of that audience is going to be people that have an opposite view. You're going to have the haters, the ones that are going to troll. There's they're different groups. And you're going to have your supporters, the haters, you're going to have the trolls, you're going to have the fucking coattail riders. There are different dynamics, different things that are playing out all at the same time.
Yeah, it happens. It honestly does, and you'll get used to it. But you just gotta learn how to identify certain people in in certain categories. So you just gotta put them in there. And sorry if I don't sound as articulate as usual. I just woke up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Where you at?
I'm in Korea right now.
So many. It's so crazy. There's so many people in this space that are in different countries.
Yeah,
It's
but
fascinating.
yeah, you just gotta power through it, man.
Yeah, well,
there's some
it's
great
like
things that's happened.
some
And
of the
there's some great
tactics
things.
that you used, also kind of intrigued me as well, because I seen them used before, and since I know of them, I actually was able to manipulate you into doing what you wanted of me, right? So remember, you came in and you were daring me to restream you, and I didn't even.
No, dude, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Well,
Austin
there
Murphy was
a
making
dare
shit
that
up.
there was a dare that was put out there for me to restream you.
Well, I
So
saw.
I don't know if it
here's,
came from you or.
no, here's what
Chad.
happened. I said, if you restream me, I'm just gonna pause and wait until you stop restreaming me and then start again. That's all I said. And then Austin Murphy goes over to Chad and says, Lander says that he dares you
Austin
to
Murphy,
restream him.
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he kind of wanted to instigate something. So I didn't acknowledge it at all. I said okay, I see the game. I'm not playing into it. And lo and behold, you're the one who ended up restreaming me anyway.
It's like 5 minutes.
But still, you see how some of us have the experience. We know how to play the game. So I guess at the same time, we're kind of teaching you how to play the game at the same, since you're, the new guy in town. And I guess some of us have appreciation for you.
Yeah, I'm glad.
OTW actually sells a
I would be
course
disappointed
for
against.
$250, Landry, that you can get after
Yeah.
the show. We'll give you a link.
What is it? What did
Never
you say?
mind.
Of course.
Never mind. Don't
Yeah,
listen
of
to that.
course. How to navigate the metaverse by
You're
OTW.
out of this world.
I
He
should
had,
have
he
a
had
pamphlet.
AI write it for him, but
I should
still
make
work.
a pamphlet.
A pamphlet. That's what we're doing now,
Yeah, how to integrate the Poundverse.
motherfucker.
Make a
This is why I left
trifold,
the first
OTW.
time.
Those are more
This is why I
trendy.
left the first time. I don't like y'all.
Yeah, but you got to do
Don't
a
worry.
trifold, OTW. That's what
I'm
the
back
thing
in the
is these days.
OTW. I'm fucking back.
Yeah, you don't
And
sound
nothing's
back
fixing.
though. Your energy level is a tad low there. I don't know what's up.
I
You
just woke
wake-
up.
Oh, okay.
Well, who called? I mean, get yourself some breakfast, man. Do a little power. Do some
Go
sit-ups.
get yourself some.
I'm waiting for my wife to wake up. It's
You
6 o'clock in
know.
the morning. I'm waiting for my wife to wake up, and then she's gonna make me some grilled cheese, and then I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm going to come back home, and then I'm going to go live. That's what plan today.
Wow, that's.
I don't have shit else to do.
Wow, man, you plan that shit out pretty detailed and all
It's
that.
crazy. Yeah, I don't ever plan anything.
Neither do I.
I don't have.
It's just like
I
I'm
don't
a
have shit
very
else to do, OCW.
animal brain.
But no, OCW. I told you 3 streams ago, dude. I'm back, bro. I've graduated from the beef sector. I've graduated from I guess
The truth
Umar
community
sector.
sector, yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to come
Yeah.
back and get our sector.
Nesto also
good.
came in a little bit naive in the beginning. and got
Yeah,
caught
that
up
was
in
2
all
years
kinds of
ago.
shit. Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
Resto is actually one of the interesting stories out here, you know, and you haven't even heard of Mel Pandora yet. Imagine that. That
Yeah.
was a whole fucking thing, man, that that one hell of a
He doesn't even know
timeline.
anything
Yeah,
about
it's like one
Vegas
hell of a
Gate.
timeline, yeah.
No Vegas Gate, no Izzy Gate. Like, bro, like, it's a lot. Yeah,
Crispy
it's a lot.
Treat Gate. There's like
Oh
so
yeah,
many different
Trish.
gates.
Oh yeah, fuck Crispy. But yeah, yeah. There's a lot of gates that you need to walk through. But I'm pretty sure this new guy, he'll be okay. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
I still want to
that's what
do
I
a
was gonna
Bloodsport
say.
debate with Chuck.
I would be disappointed to see you go because, yeah, like I said before, you're a good addition to all of this, you know. And I even mentioned that you were like
Watched any of
fresh
his
meat.
stuff.
You know, it's like, oh, fresh
Do we have
meat,
his
yay!
Do we have his link? I haven't watched him.
No, but I'm gonna add it to Nightbot though. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, can somebody tell me how to set up this Nightbot shit?
No.
I see everyone using it.
He said no.
It's so hot in here.
No more tech support here.
Okay, let's go. Oh my god, I'm boiling. It's so hot in here.
I'm just listening.
It's cooler outside than it is in here, and I've had the air conditioner on all day. It's brand new. Goblin has a stream at 7. Oh, let's see. Dude. You're outrageous. I can't sleep right now. It's so fucking hot. I'm not tired anyways, but the fact of the matter is it's so hot and these people are irritating me. They're
We've
so
had so much shit go on.
they are such like this is what's wrong with America, dudes like this.
We've had international.
I wouldn't watch this normally.
So
I would cruise through it to catch the optics, but I'm painfully sitting through it right now. See, dead airspace. They're just sitting there.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means either.
Okay, so that's boring. I don't know about the bad apple. I don't really feel like sitting through a 2-hour Hank video. Hanko Flamo bullshit from the past. I don't feel like doing that. Honestly, you guys, I'm so hot in here right now. Unless you just...
This happened to me back sometime around 2016.
Ooh, this is a good one.
I was working at
Hold up.
This happened to me back sometime around 2016. I was working as a compliance inspector. I was working for a company that was contracted by the state to audit assisted living facilities. Basically, just checking they were following guidelines and protocols strictly. Safety, proper vetting of staff, making sure that the staff were healthy as possible, taking steps to prevent elder abuse and stuff like that. I would audit things like nursing homes, private care houses, and group homes. Most of these places were exactly like you would expect to find them. They were underfunded at best and struggling to even keep the lights on. Maintenance work was usually at a minimal because of costs, which meant plumbing and other things were a wreck. They were one slight accident away from having no power and being shut down. The state doesn't care. They never offer any kind of increased budget or assistance to these places. In fact, the budgeting issues have only gotten worse in recent years due to cuts. These people aren't even seen as human at their age, and with the cognitive difficulties that they have, and so they are expendable by the state.
Yep.
Why waste money making old people comfortable if they're just gonna die, right? That is how they think.
Yep.
Anyway, these places were also understaffed too, so the residents were often not getting the right kind of care. There is one specific place that sticks out in my mind from my time working this job. It sticks out from the rest because it wasn't just a typical case of abuse or neglect. This was a place out in Tacoma. I won't give the name, not that it would really matter now anyway. For now, I will refer to it as Rainwood Assisted Living, or just Rainwood for short. Like I said, not the real name of the place, but I'm sure that some of you can read between the lines. It was tucked behind a tree line down a private gravel road. Most of these places are right smack dab in the center of places because it provides better access to transport and other facilities. This one was an exception to that rule, being way further out near the edge of the city. Kind of a bitch to get to, if I'm telling the truth. It was kind of a mid-sized facility that looked more like some kind of residential lodge rather than anything else. Certainly did not look like any kind of medical center or care home. Might have been a cozy looking place if not for the forest surrounding it on all sides. Made me feel a little creeped out, if I'm honest. Could not see anything through the trees and made the place feel more isolated than it actually was. It looked out of place, to tell you the truth, like someone spawned the place in just in a random section of trees. To tell the truth, this place was not originally on my list of places to stop by. It was a last-minute thing on the docket. It was only put on there because they had not submitted their quarterly self-reporting logs. What I mean by that is that they had not submitted any incident reports or medication audits, not even any staff turnover records. I mean, come on. Place like this with the elderly, you're gonna have accidents. People are gonna hurt themselves, even in the most secure and well-maintained facilities. It is statistically impossible for it not to happen. Place was ghost for about a total of 6 months, which I guess is the threshold for the government actually giving a fuck. If they had kept ticking along as usual, the place would have stayed unnoticed out here. It was odd the moment I pulled in. No vehicles, nothing parked up, no kind of parking spaces set up at all. Dead quiet all around too. For being so close to trees and nature, you'd think that you would hear some nature sounds like wind in the trees or birds singing. Apparently not. You could not even hear the traffic off in the distance from here. Place looked fairly standard when I walked in. Not pristine, but better than most places I had seen. Way better actually. Looked like this place might have actually had funding. Receptionist greeted me. She was older, maybe 50s or so. Seemed to have a real stick in her craw when I walked in. She feigned politeness, but you could tell she did not want to deal with me. Not in an exhaustion way though. She didn't look tired or done with the job, just done with me. I gave her the standard spiel, and she told me to wait. She was very specific with this, insistent I did not move from the spot. Safe to say alarm bells were going off in my head straight away. Still, I did not want to escalate things so quickly. If something weird was going on, I would find it quite quickly. It's not like they could just turn me away either. Must have stood there for getting on 20 minutes. I was getting kind of antsy. Anyway, some guy in a button-down and a sweater vest steps out. Tells me his name is Dr. Vell or some bullshit like that. Pretty sure that was not his real practicing name. He said that he was the facility director and would personally accompany me and walk me through everything. Not unusual for people to try and be helpful, but it was a little annoying. I didn't need some asshole sticking under my boot like gum, trying to slow me down. He did not seem to be intentionally trying to slow me down, at the very least. He seemed competent enough, perhaps a little too formal though. He recited stats to me from memory about the facility before I even looked through the documents. It was clearly rehearsed. No one just knows all of this stuff off by heart. I had heard enough and started the walkthrough proper. Everything seemed to be in place. Med cards were locked. All documentation seemed to be in place and was archived neatly. I asked to speak with some of the residents and check on them, and he seemed very hesitant. The receptionist from earlier very hastily made her way upstairs, presumably to where the residents were. He tried to delay me and make excuses, but I was insistent that he would not pass without talking to the residents and checking on their health. Tried to tell me it was quiet time and that they were all fast asleep. It was fucking 1 p.m. Anyway, he relented and led me upstairs. The receptionist passed us by as we walked down the corridor, and she flashed a nervous look towards the doctor. My eyes could have been deceiving me, but it looked like she had made some sort of a hand signal. Nothing complicated, just a point and another movement. He led me to the first door on my left, said I was lucky that the guy in there did not sleep much and was willing to see me. There was a nameplate on the door when we walked in, something like George Donnelly. When I walked in, the guy was sitting up in his bed. He looked barely conscious, if I'm honest. He was awake, barely. By that, I mean his eyes were open. He didn't really look all there, though. He was dressed, from what I can tell. Had a plain white t-shirt on, but it looked quite ragged and old. He did not respond to me when I started talking to him. Not when I waved, and not to my voice. I leaned down and spoke to him directly, but his eyes did not track me. There were lots of medical tools by the sides of the bed on one of those metal tables that you can wheel away. Medical tools I had not seen before. I tried getting the man's attention again, even clicking my fingers. His lips moved, like he was trying to speak, but he could not form the words. He just kind of moved in a circle with his body while sitting, like a drunk person does, because they have no balance. I asked the doctor what was wrong with him. He told me that most of the residents had advanced degenerative conditions and that it was all in the medical files. Told me that Mr. Connolly had dementia as well, and that his son dumped him here because he could not cope. I asked if I could see another resident, but the doctor insisted that I had seen quite enough. He told me I would find the same situation with the rest of the residents too. I reviewed the medication logs back at the front desk. The receptionist handed them over to me. They were all printed and tabbed. I started scanning dates. Every single day had the same dosage entries, same handwriting, same timestamps, 22 entries per day, no variation at all. I checked staffing schedules next. No one had taken a sick day in months. There were no overnight staff on the books, so I assumed the doctor took the lead in those hours. Only 3 names total were listed for the entire facility rotation. That's not legal, even with light resident loads. I stepped outside to call my supervisor. I had no signal from this shitty place. When I walked back towards my car, I noticed that there was another vehicle parked up now. It was a large van, the kind of stereotypical one that you would see delivery drivers use, except it was all in black. There were 2 men sitting in the front, but they were showing no signs of moving or getting out. Something just seemed so sketchy. Since I could not get a hold of my supervisor, I wanted to do one last check. I made my way back in, and the receptionist tried to stop me. She told me that the doctor would be furious, but I pushed past her. Told her I see more residents, or the facility gets shut down for neglect. I went back to the door I saw before. It was shut now, but I could see through the little glass pane. The man was now restrained to the bed, literally tied up with metal restraints. He had a gag in his mouth now too. I went and looked in the other rooms and was met with the same sight in all of them. I ripped the door open and took the gag from Mr. Connolly's mouth. He seemed a little more lucid now, but still just barely. I noticed that there was an empty syringe on the metal table beside him. The second I took the gag off him, he started speaking. He was groaning in agony and was telling me, "Please, please, I'm in pain. I have pain in my ribs. Please, it's burning. It's burning my shoulder. Please make it stop." I asked what happened, what they did to him, but I could not get him to stop panicking. He started almost screaming now. "I want my son. I don't remember his name, but I need my son. He wouldn't leave me here. Please get me my son." I felt horrible. My heart was wrenching. I noticed a locked door in the corner of the room I did not notice the first time. It looked like a small broom closet, but it had a padlock, and I had no way to open it. I didn't have time anyway. 2 men had burst through the door, all dressed in black, and what looked almost like riot gear, like they were a fucking SWAT team. They were armed too. One ran to the resident and put his gag back in, and the other held me at gunpoint and told me to get down on my knees. I had no choice but to comply. They handcuffed me and roughed me up. My face was a mess by the time they were done. They dragged me back to the front desk, and the doctor told me I was a fool for looking. They took off my handcuffs and threw me out the front. I told them I would go to the police. In retrospect, this is the worst thing I could have said, and in all honesty, should have gotten me killed. But I will get to why it probably didn't. All the doctor said was, that won't be necessary. Then they shut the door on me. Called my boss the second I got signal. I told him everything. He told me he was contacting the police and that they would be over there as soon as possible. I was questioned, of course, and had to give evidence. I told them the exact same as I told it here. Here is the kicker though. They told me that the place was gutted when they got there. Any medical tools were taken. There were no signs of any residents at all. They found traces of blood, but they could not match it to anyone in the system. They bust down the closet that was in there, but that was picked clean too. I don't know why they bothered locking it back up. That is all the police were really willing to tell me. My company obviously had to do its due diligence, as these were massive accusations and violations. Something like this was a nightmare by all accounts. The boss knows me. We are not close, but we are as close as a boss and a worker can be. He told me that the police in the company had cross-referenced and checked all the names and details that I had given about the staff. Turns out, none of the names were the same as the last check. Sure, staff quit and move on, but this was a complete employee overhaul. They had lost employees, the number was fewer, but not a single one was the same. They obviously could not find any kind of practicing doctor with the name I gave, so his credentials were faked. There was one more thing though. The last inspection must have been around 12 to 14 months ago. It's meant to be routine, but delays can happen. We're not exactly brimming with staff ourselves. Well, around 12 months ago, the facility applied for extra funding, said that they needed it desperately, or they would fail to meet standards. It obviously was not approved, so very promptly, they filed all of the necessary paperwork for the facility to be shut down. It was meant to be slowly transitioned out, and for the residents to be relocated, or for the government to find other staff. In the midst of all of the chaos, and because facilities like this generally aren't cared about very much, it must have all just slipped through the cracks. And that is why the place had been ghost for 6 months. It was supposed to have shut down, and the government taken over. Which begs the question, who the fuck was running that place? Hey, hope you've enjoyed the story so far. If you want to hear more, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment because it lets YouTube know you like the content and helps more people to see these videos. My next big goal for the channel is 100,000 subscribers, and as a celebration, I will be doing a Q&A video once we hit that goal. Thank you, and back to the stories.
This is one of my favorite. That's like my favorite to go to when I go to bed at night. So I watch that channel every day, practically. Yeah, that's not the first time I've heard those stories of that between that channel and others. Yeah. It's crazy optics. Imagine that going on worldwide. Fake nursing home, trafficking for organs. Imagine truck stops next to jails and Circle K's and something in between. Trafficking vulnerable people that get out of jail. Imagine that. God, it's so hot here. Yeah, it's bad. I can hardly take it. It's only 5:30. Holy shit. Okay, what are we gonna watch? Okay, I'm sorry. It's so hot in here. Let's go back to OTW.
Because if they can send in Amazon drones that are delivering packages that are also surveilling, and then they see you got too many chickens, and the drone just takes its snapshots, a little letter comes in the mail and says either you get in compliance
Yep.
or we're going to shoot your chickens with their drone, you know, or whatever they're going to do. They're going to do something to you until you comply, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying when I say that there's something's coming. You know what I mean? Something's gonna break. Maybe it ends up, where we
That
do
was
end up with-
that was kind of where I was leading to. Is like as far as break off societies. So then, don't you see like the counter being? There will be examples of humanity that will say no technology. We're not, just like almost the Amish people. It's like they're gonna fence off areas and you can't bring it into the airspace. Nothing.
Well, then I imagine those would be set up to look very different. You know what I mean? Because the stories they tell are never quite as we hear them. So it might, say that does happen, and maybe it's treated as it wasn't people breaking off from technology. They were actually building weapons. You know what I mean, or whatever the story would be, and they get rid of us, right?
Yeah, or is that not even possible because technology is too addictive and people are just deluding themselves?
Well,
that
that
once
too.
people, become dependent on it, it's pretty much a downhill battle at that point.
I think they're going to stop teaching children how to write in the very near future, which is crazy to think. I mean, because I never write.
Wow.
I mean,
Well, and they won't need to code either. Even things that are more recent skills are being replaced.
it's true. I mean, I've been able to make so many awesome programs just by doing the, same thing where you're guiding the computer and telling it what to code. And I've been able to make a ton of cool things, especially in this space to where they're very funny. I made one that is a 60-second timer for those long-winded people to land the plane. Or I have the optics counter for every time that Snafu says optics. And then I have the lie counter, that one as well. Alpha/beta male confidence meter. And I didn't code anything, I just said I want this program.
The lie counter reads the voice algorithm or something.
No. It's just you click it because for me I would know the lie because in this situation it was Chuck lying about me. So
Okay, keep track of it. Gotcha.
yeah, but I mean you can do a ton of stuff. You can do, AI like you could do yourself if you wanted to. If you didn't have anyone else on, you would have bounced shit off of
Literally and
yourself. Hey,
figuratively. You can do
Yeah.
yourself in every way you could possibly imagine.
I hope so. As long as it's Landry, I'm doing it. I even did
But
like
is it really you, man? It's Landry 2.0, 3.0. It's
I mean, is
are you
anything even
doing
real?
the AI or are you doing you? Or is the AI doing itself or is the AI doing you? I don't know. It's fucked up at that point. It's confusing.
What it is what I see here is I see Oracle hives. I see the Oracle Magic hives, and I see the Oracle Magic players that are teamed up with other players at their project propping up so they can data hack and track and act like they're truthers and we're talking about AI, we're talking about the Panoverse, and listen, I see so far beyond all this, and all these people in chat too. It's so outrageous, but it's all orchestrated, simulated, and they try to act like it's not something that really is facts. And it's all by the same wizards, ringleaders, Oracle, and yeah, the data hacking and tracking motherfuckers. Right, DEX, the digital garbage experience.
It's and so this also this company, the contract that was
Second,
big. Go ahead.
Landry, I have a guest backstage. Please, everybody, welcome the Honorable Judge Unslavelius.
Thank you. Please, you're too kind.
Oh my god.
Kind of, more cohesive plan of sorts. That makes
Right,
sense.
and
Yeah,
if
I
this does
mean-
go out of the parameters, they just shut it down.
Yeah, AI is going to be essentially the god of this world that takes the observation and decision making out of the hands of fallible humans, because it's only going to go on extrapolated data. It's not going to go on favoritism, nepotism, feelings. So there's a good chance, as far as how I see that, this AI, the more it becomes sentient and conscious and aware, without feelings or faith, it's going to make a determination at some point that this race is not fit to go on the way that it has, right? And we've seen that in the movies already. So this is like a thought form, that we're tapping into, because we can understand where things go, right? Where the trajectory is. So it's going to look around and say, let's see, we got 70% of slaves and then the other, 30% who want power. What's up with this whole dynamic from top to bottom, right? And it's at some point, it's going to make a determination. This is a slave race and a predatory race that has an opportunity to go a certain way for itself and the planet, or to continue business as usual. So, yeah, I mean, again, I think it's a tool. It could go either way, like the Bible, like the gun, like anything else. It could free humanity. It can enslave humanity, depending on the conscious and awareness of the users, right, and the experience.
Yeah, and this is a great thing that you just brought up, is because we could use it for training in the right way instead of instead of avoiding it, because avoiding it's going to be. I mean, how is that going to help us at all?
It never does. That's what people always do. They get afraid and they try to avoid, and whatever is going to happen anyway. So we may as well take the reins and be involved and have a say in the way that things are going, right?
Yeah, I mean, if there's enough like-minded people here too, there's obviously like the highest tier of this software is available for corporations. They get discounts on it if they have enough people involved, and if we get enough people on the same page, we could get some serious stuff going on here with this AI. But a lot of people they're afraid.
All right, so I got another guest backstage. Everybody, welcome, Mr. Snappy Snap.
Oh, go strike team, go!
Who's lurking?
Officer Snaps, firmly on duty.
Do you
Who's
feel,
lurking?
we noticed with Siri and Alexa, do you feel that it will become a point where the people have too much of an influence on AI to where they'll have to, like, I guess, reprogram or put, like, blockers in there? Like, do you feel that because it is new to the scene, and you're right, it's learning off of all of us, the good, the bad, and AI is self-aware in so many aspects. Do you feel that it will be too much? Would it side with the programming more, or with what the people teach it more, in your opinion?
I think it's going to organically come to the same conclusion I and others have, despite where we sit spiritually. The extrapolated data kind of reveals that the human race as a whole is not fit to govern itself. And that's why it's in slavery and being genocided, because it's not using its proper faculties to the best of its ability. So I think the AI, I think it's always in flux, right? It depends on what we do, and then it updates. But the AI is going to experience humanity, and it's going to talk to it and question it. And at some point, it's going to make the determination. You guys all keep enslaving yourselves and destroying this planet. And you could do better, but you're not going to do better, because it's business as usual. So we got to do something here, right? And I think if you project it out far enough, the AI will be the impartial slave master of humanity.
Well, it's fun to say that, because I was just going over a video I'm doing on, how, like, when you guys think about certain things, and then all of a sudden the ads start showing up on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook of what you were thinking about. You never went to it, you never did it, but all of a sudden on your device, what you were thinking about, the ad shows up. And there's technologies linked to nanoparticulates and some of this stuff happening. Do you think that, because we do know, whether they want to believe it or not, AI is capable of reading minds per se? Like, I know that's, if you look into the study,
it reads your facial, not your mind.
No. Dude, I'm gonna stop you here, newbie.
Oh
you have no clue who the fuck I worked with, and no.
I think it'll be able to do everything that humans do, and potentially more. But as it stands right now, humans can read other humans. We do it here on the panel all the time.
Yeah,
People don't have to confess what they're thinking for me to know it.
But do you think the AI, because we do know that these patents, which are actively in play right now, such as it's the ad one, like the big one, like, oh, I thought about that. The ads are showing up. Now, again, it has to deal with the stuff they're spraying, the foods we're eating, the cellular infiltration linked to some of the technologies that they have. Do you feel that, because obviously what we say and what it's feeding versus what we're thinking is going to be different. How do you think the AI will discern through that?
Again, it won't be able to be bullshitted like so many people here with their feelers. It's just going to listen to you. It's going to take the data points and it's going to make a conclusion.
I'll send that to you, Landry. I'll send you the patents of what I was talking about, so you know what I'm. Because it's at this point where it's able to read your mind, so to speak.
Yeah. Hey, so I got to get out of here. We're doing family dinner tonight, but it was good talking to you, OTW. You know, that was a good conversation. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you later.
Have a good one.
All right, man.
How is he going to become the number one broadcaster?
I think the AI is going to take the place of the aristocratic class, because we're at an inflection point here, right? Where some of the slaves are starting to wake up. They're not going to comply and cooperate. They got this rap that the masters are not fair and impartial, so they're going to bring in the AI to do it, you know? And then this way they won't have to take the liability of slaving the human.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at it, man. Why do you think the universe went the way that it went? Because the universe and God already made a determination on some level and allowed this to continue, right? The universe and God already made the determination that the majority of the human race is not fit to govern itself or even exist, based on the fact that it refuses to use its indwelling guidance system. It's obvious.
Well, I didn't even know AOL dial-up was still a thing, but they just literally took it away 2 days ago. Like, they literally 2 days ago canceled all dial-up optics, which I know we're witnessing a big tech transition, and that's why some of these things are happening. But I didn't even know dial-up was still a thing, and they literally said dial-up is now.
There are plenty of places where fiber optics haven't reached the.
Right. Even here in America too, which is kind of crazy to think about. That's kind of crazy to think about.
Even I still have like like a more evolved version of dial-up, because I can't even have fiber optics here. The wires they didn't pass them yet, so that's why I have like shitty internet.
I guess there could be many versions of it, but at the same time, why they wouldn't use it as a propaganda tool to say, like with what Snaps is talking about, that, oh yeah, the Roundup's great, we need more of that fucking desiccant shit that they put on the stuff, the glyphosate, and it's healthy. It's like it'll contradict, it won't make any correlations, and it's like, yeah, but that's the authority, you can't really question AI. And I mean, I guess at a certain level, they can't do that too much or it won't gain the trust of the people. So it has to be legit enough to lure the people into where they look at it as an authority. But
yeah, but
you know how you're going to get that done the same way we did it on the panels, right? Whoever makes the most money is going to be perceived, as always, as some kind of value and power. So the AI will just give out its coins to people and convince them of its power and value system.
I know.
It just happens to work for most of the chimpanzees. Yeah. Again, they refuse to use their internal.
I agree. A big yawn on OTW. I get it. I guess you'll be back later. You don't know if we ever get around to watching the videos that I sent. Oh, I don't know if I can play his videos. I'll have to go. Yeah, this is boring the hell out of me, so, and it's so hot in here. I'm so miserable. And I just want to lay down, but I'm sitting here spraying myself with water, so whether I'm here or in my bed, I'm going to be so miserable either way I go. So I just can't review those videos. Yes, I can't do it live. I don't know. Right now I'm so fucking hot, I can't deal with it. So this is irritating me. So I'm going to let you guys go. But I'll review them when it gets cooler in here. I just can hardly take this. Oh, okay, I'll talk to you guys later.